Good evening, VC, music lovers, record collectors, or anyone who might find themselves watching this video. It's been a while since my last update, but I'm back to show a couple of fantastic Norwegian records today. As a follow-up to my Norwegian psych and prog records, I showed this record, Terje Rypdal's Bleak House, his debut album from 1968. This is a nice repressing on Panorama Records from 2011 on white vinyl. I'd like to show it to you. As I said, I have shown the cover and talked about the record before. It's a wonderful piece of jazz rock with a little bit of psychedelic influences. Terje Rypdal is of course one of the most famous musicians from Norway. Just a couple of weeks ago I was in Oslo, the Norwegian capital, and then I stumbled upon Terje Rypdal's Bleak House once again. But this time around it's the original on Polydor from 1968, and I have never even dreamed about getting an original. This isn't in the best condition, but it's a VG Plus copy, and it plays excellent actually, and I got it for an affordable price. I almost fainted when I heard the price because I could afford it. So one of my holy grails finally in my possession. You really have to check out this record. It's a magnificent piece of musicianship and music. Really recommend you go check out Terje Rypdal's Bleak House. I'm so happy to finally have that one. I also got my hands on Terje Rypdal's Min Bull from 1970. This is avant-garde experimental free jazz. This is a reissue because this one is also ultra rare and very sought after and pricey. Now, one record I failed to show in my last video on Norwegian bands from the era and artists was Freddy Lindquist, Menu, his debut and only album from 1970. Menu. This is a reissue also on Panorama Records, and I have had that for quite a few years and never actually thought I would ever find an original. This is how the Panorama labels look like. This is also a magnificent piece of heavy experimental and psychedelic rock with a little bit of jazz rock leanings. A wonderful piece of music as well. Just 2 or 3 days after I had acquired Terje Rypdal's Bleak House, the original, I stumbled upon this. Yes, you are right, the original of Freddy Lindquist's Menu. And this is not on Panorama. This is on a record label called Flower Records. And the covers in VG Plus, no splits. Fine condition indeed for a fragile cover. And the LP itself is excellent. Here you can see the labels. Wow, Flower Records. So, in a matter of 3 days, I got 2 of my Norwegian rock, jazz, psych holy grails. 2 of the most rare and sought after Norwegian records that there is on the world market. And I could afford them both. I have given about 1/10 of their market value, and I'm so pleased. That's why I had to make a video and share with you. Now, There are sound clips on YouTube on both Freddy Lindquist's Menu. I recommend you check out Sunday Sellers, and Terje Rypdal's Bleak House is on YouTube as well, and I recommend you check out songs like Dead Man's Tale or Wes or the title track Bleak House. That was a short video, and that's about it for now. Thanks, bye bye.